Hi friends, a couple quick announcements before I start the reading. If this video cuts off short on Instagram, you can watch the full reading on my YouTube and I'll place the URL in the link below. So the second announcement is I'm going to be in the shop later this month towards the end, and it's the end of the last week of March and the first week of April. So if you'd like to get an in-person reading, I will be there and I'm happy to schedule one with you. And if you just want to come in, say hello, I'd love to see you too. It's always wonderful to be there and to connect with all you wonderful beings. So my name is Victoria, if you don't know, and I'm so happy to have you here today. We're pulling from the Ascended Master Oracle and then the Star Astro Codes Oracle deck. And I also had a couple of the shamanic angels and ancestors come through. They were like, we want to come through. And I'm like, okay. So first of all, we are finishing up in Pisces, the sun in Pisces, the moon's in Capricorn right now. And we have a lot of squares, conjunctions, and even, squares and conjunctions going on right now. So the big square, or the big conjunction between the sun and Neptune is going on. It's really important to, make that wish, make those wishes, and focus on our higher visions and dreams, but still stay grounded in our truth and keep on going within into our heart space and our heart center, because there's so much going on right now. We're being pulled and spread in lots of directions energetically, and this is for growth, but it's also important that we come back to our center every moment we can and call in the higher guidance, the higher purpose in our life, that we're seeing, that we're aware of it, we're calling back our power, we're releasing things that are not for us to carry anymore, that are unhealthy for us to carry, and we're giving them to, the angels, source, God, goddess, whatever you call that divine energy, for them to take care of. Or you can also work with the violet flame of Saint Germain and do the violet flame transmutation. That is very helpful to clear on an atomic level, and it definitely helps to clear and release and transform that in your electromagnetic sphere. And you can always do more research on that at this time. Okay, so the first deck are the Ascended Masters, and I'm going to go over those. The first one was Maitreya that came up, and he is reminding us of the power of joy. Even though there may be seeming chaos and darkness and all types of things out in the world at this time, remember the power of joy, and that it brings such a strong essence into one's life when they choose that, and into the lives of others. So whatever may be happening, I know it's hard sometimes when we feel like things are coming from all different angles, but really come back to your heart center, place your hand over your heart, and call in that joy of your heart space, into your heart space, of your heart space, to envelope you and to become the source from which you move forth from. Our lives are going to be a lot happier that way. Second card, detached from drama, Pallas Athena, the goddess of wisdom. Detached from things that are serving us, that are unhealthy, that are just causing more chaos, disorder that we don't need. Bless them, let them go. I bless you, I love you, I release you. Ho'oponopono prayer. I give it up. I give it up to the higher presence. Sometimes, when there's so much going on, that's all we can do. I mean, we are active beings, manifesting in the world, active spirit beings, but at the same time, sometimes there are times where we're like, okay, higher presence, here I am, I'm answering to you, because you don't know the answer. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. The song came to me today. The answer, my friend, is blowing in the wind. The answer is blowing in the wind. So That was wild. That song came to me because like I'm like, I don't know the answers to all these things, because there were all these like, what about this and what about that and what about this and all the, and I was like, I just don't know. Well, the answers in the air, the answers in the wind, but it wasn't like in there. It was like in the spirit, like, and the spirit is moving through everything. So the answer is in the wind, and just keep your spiritual antennas out for that answer, because it could come at any time. And so it's about being aware of that answer, you know, being vigilant that we're ready to receive it when it comes through, because we may not know when it's going to come through. You can't, you know. So, and then the last card was crystals, Epona. And this one to me is, I'm always working with crystals. I'm writing about crystals. I have crystals everywhere right now. Like, there's rhodochrosite. This is emerald. Lapis lazuli. I mean, I have crystals everywhere. K2, you know, black tourmaline, shungite, carnelian. I mean, I have crystals everywhere. So are you being drawn to a certain crystal? What crystal is that? What does it mean? Pyrite, you know? I know they're everywhere. Maybe you need to do a clearing. This is Arrowhead. It's a silver sheen obsidian. Gorgeous. I don't think you can really see the sheen on here, but maybe you can. Let me see. Oh, there you go. You see it? Gorgeous. This is really good for clearing the sphere, releasing things that don't serve. You give yourself a nice brushing off every day, throughout the day. Selenite's great for that. My selenite wands are somewhere around here. I just used them this morning for a clearing. Yeah. Call in the crystal guardians and the energetics of the crystals, and, you know, what you're feeling for that purification. Okay. And then as for the other deck, it's interesting because we had a couple things come up. So we have Mercury, and then we also have Medicine Guardian. And if you notice, there's the caduceus in this one, and there's the caduceus in this one. Mercury is definitely it's an alchemical metal of transmutation, transformation. It brings messages from the higher presence, and herein, in this guardian, it's calling to allow healing for ourselves. And I'm hearing healing on all levels, especially in the mind and in the consciousness. We have the card of Gemini, cross-pollinate. What are we getting into? Like a bee, like what are we pollinating in our lives, and what's pollinating in us? Like, that's super important right now, because when it comes to fruition and that seed and the flower and everything, like, what's it gonna birth? Are we gonna like it or not? So be careful what you're birthing. We have guardian angel right here. Remember that you're not alone. Call upon your guardians of light, ancestors of light, angels, ascended masters, avatars of light. They are here with us right now, and they definitely want to assist and walk with us. So remember to call on them. And the last two cards are Dignified, standing your power in your honor, in your truth, in your integrity. That is where you want to stand. That is your place of power. Nothing less, because right now I'm feeling that the universe is handing out lessons, and we definitely don't want to be on the one side of the lesson stick. I don't even like that term, but on that side that is not really happy with the lesson because of the way that seeds have been planted. But you can always change them, right? So, and then winter, take care of your needs. Actually, winter, take care of your needs. And arrow, protect your energy. Surround yourself and protect your energy. So call your guardians in. You can call the archangels of the four quarters, Archangel Michael, Archangel Gabriel, Archangel Raphael, Archangel Uriel. You can call the archangels of the above and below, Archangel Metatron, Archangel Sandalphon. You're creating the 6 directions. You can call in the protection of the Merkaba. There's lots of things we can do for that added protection. The violet flame. For transmuting, it's not just protection, it's transmuting any lower frequency energies into higher frequencies, so that we can better achieve our great work on the planet at this time as an individual and as a collective. And remember, everything connects to everything, even if we don't know it, even if we don't like it. It you know, everything connects to everything. So it's really important what each person does individually, whether that's on a physical, mental, spiritual, etheric level, and our, you know, our thoughts, our words. Even if we don't speak it, we're charging our cellular structure with those things. So let's just be really conscious of that. And you know, I have to remind myself that all the time too. You know, I think it's just part of being here on the earth, and in so many of the ways that we have been brought up. You know, it's the race memory of humanity that's calling for a purification so that it could raise to a new octave, it can raise to a new level, it can become a new type of consciousness on the planet, which we all know, right? So anyhow, my dears, I'm sending you so much love, so many blessings this week. I will be in the shop at the end of the month, beginning of April, and I do readings over Zoom like this. So we just go on Zoom and then I see you, you see me. If you'd like to do something like this, I love to do that. Everybody is like super, super excited and happy when they do a reading that way as well. So, all right, many blessings. I'll see you later. Much love.